Greetings everybody! You may notice right now that I am in my apartment, not in Africa. That's because I'm putting this video out of place because it's kind of time sensitive, okay? But although I'm not in Africa, the fruit that I'm going to be talking about is from Africa. This is the Imbe, or otherwise known as Garcinia livingstoneae. This was actually named after David Livingstone, the famous explorer, because in his records he noted this fruit very early on. This was very kindly sent to me by miamifruit.org. So Miami Fruit, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is time sensitive because this fruit is now available, and I wanted to actually put a link to this in the description below, where if anyone actually wants to buy it, you can buy it now, at least as I post this video. You know, if you're watching this several years into the future, check the website anyway. Maybe you're lucky and it's available now. Otherwise, it would probably be on pre-order. But if you are watching this as I post it in May of 2019, this is available right now. So you can actually go to their website and you can order these if you live in the US. Some other fun facts about this thing: the root of the tree of this fruit is used to make an aphrodisiac in Africa where it grows. It is more common as an ornamental, however it does have a lot of nutrition in it, so it could be a good source of nutrition for people in Africa. It is a Garcinia in Africa in general. That is worth noting because the Garcinias are not usually found in Africa. They're more common in Asia, so it's interesting to try a Garcinia that is from that part of the world. You can see it's got like a little dot at the end. The very tip of it has a little dot there. There's a little stem. It's kind of adorable, cute little thing. It is soft. So I'm guessing this is not going to be a Garcinia variety that has a thick rind to it like purple mangosteens do. It peels very easily. You don't even need a knife for that. I'm going to try that peel in a second, because some people prefer the peel of Garcinias rather than the fruit, because the peel is used as a souring agent. So we'll see if that's the case with this one. Doesn't have much of a scent to it. That was really good. It's different. It's different than the Garcinias I've had in the past. A lot of Garcinias have a very similar taste to one another. This one does have the typical flavor. There's something else to it. I'll break that down in a second, but what's really notable to me right now is the seed on this thing is huge. Actually, yeah, that is one big-ass seed. I mean, the fruits themselves are rather small. The seeds are rather big. Some of the fruits do get bigger. Like this one is pretty big. That's a pretty hardcore one. This one might have 2 seeds in it, though. So let me cut open this big one. Yeah, this big one has 2 seeds in it. Seems like the majority of them have 1. So let's first break down the different aspects of this fruit. Sourness. It's kind of high. It's, you're distracting me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why don't you sit on me? There you go. That's a good baby. Do you want some fruit? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, this cat has been just behind me, poking at my back. Sit on me. What's going on? Yeah. Sit down. There you go. That's a good baby. Okay. Alright, we've got a cat now. Sourness on this is kind of high. Not ridiculously sour. Some mangosteens can be very sour. This one is a 7. It's more than an orange. It's less than a lemon. It's totally tolerable. It's not overly sour. It's got a nice tartness to it. It has a decent sweetness to it as well. Sweetness is, let's say, a 5, 6 maybe. Yeah, let's call it a 6. It's like a little bit sweeter than an apple. It's got a little bit of bitterness to it, but not a lot, just like a little hint. Kind of like the bitterness that you can get from like a peach sometimes. Kind of like a peachy taste as well. Okay, so let's break down the flavor of this. Number one, I'm getting like a candied orange peel kind of flavor. It's like a little citrusy, it's a little bit bitter, but it's also very kind of like sugary, the way that candy orange peel would be. It's a little bit like peaches or apricot, like something like that. It's a little bit like mango. It even has like a little hint of like the resiny kind of flavor that a mango would have, but not in a negative way. It's just like a little hint of it that just kind of like adds some complexity to the fruit. You're getting cat hair everywhere. Yeah, this cat is here just getting like cat hair like everywhere, in case you were wondering. She's still there. I'm getting a bit of honey, like chestnut honey. A little bit herbal, but still has like that kind of like mellowness that a honey would have. It's got a little bit of like a pumpkin kind of flavor. It's like the taste of beta carotene or something. It's the kind of flavor that you would get in a pumpkin, but you'd also get in like a carrot or a sweet potato. Like that kind of flavor that kind of links those together. It's in there. But while pumpkin and sweet potato and all that have kind of like an earthiness to it, this is not earthy. And it tastes like a Garcinia. It's got a little bit of that. I'd say a little bit more like an acha-cha, a little bit more flavorful, a little bit more powerful than a purple mangosteen. I think this might be my cat's favorite fruit because she just came over and played with these and picked them up with her little teeth, and it's so cute. It's very, very cute. So here is just the rind of it, fruit excluded, probably covered in cat hair. It's fine. That's totally good. It doesn't really have a negative flavor. It's maybe like slightly more bitter. The fruit is much better, you know, on its own. Like the skin doesn't have that much flavor to it, but it has like a little bit of like that pumpkin-y kind of flavor, a little bit of the bitterness to it. Doesn't have any sweetness, doesn't have any sourness to it. Now usually Garcinia skins are edible, so I'm assuming that the skin on this is edible, but use caution just in case I'm wrong. You might want to look into it a little bit. Don't eat like a whole bunch of skins and then wonder why you're throwing up. But I think I could just eat it like this. Yeah. You don't need to peel it, I think. It reminds me of eating a guinep or Spanish lime or mamoncillo or whatever you want to call it. It's around the same size, and the seed on the center is like as big. And the pulp is pretty tightly adhered to the seed, so you kind of like just suck on the seed as like a snack. It's got a very similar mouthfeel to the guinep. Flavor, also kind of similar, but these are better. These have more flavor, they're more complex. Imbe is actually really tasty. I've had a lot of Garcinia fruits, like a lot, and I would put this up there towards the top. I don't know if it's my favorite, because honestly I don't know what my favorite is anymore. It was the acha-cha for like a long time. That was my favorite fruit in the world, and then I had other Garcinias that tasted similar to it, but different. So I think Garcinias in general are my favorite genus of fruits, and depending on like what you like, some might be more suited for you than others. This one stands out against a lot of the other ones just because this isn't just purple mangosteen flavor, it's not just like acha-cha flavor, it has a lot more complexity to it. This has like a little bit of like a roughness to it with that bitterness and slightly herbal taste to it, but it also has like a lot of really, really tasty flavors in there. I put this like definitely in my top 3 Garcinias that I've had. So yeah, thanks again to Miami Fruit for sending these to me. And if anyone wants to try this yourself, do check out that link in the description below that will link you to Miami Fruit's page where they have these available. Otherwise, I will see you all next time with another video from Africa. Take care. Bye. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did, you may want to check out the video that is below me right now. That should be good too. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, it is a huge help to my channel, so please do consider subscribing or clicking that bell. That does something too. Not sure what it is. Also, check out the description below. There's all sorts of other things I have going on. I don't even know anymore. But guys, I will see you next time. Take care.